Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. Y'all, I'm back. And I talked about the last like 30 minutes of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I wanted to come back because there was something that I saw that I want to know if you feel the same way I feel, right? So you know Cynthia's man, Lil Prince, is this younger, tall musician who looks kind of like this. Like, has Cynthia taken on his persona? Look at Cynthia. It's giving Lil Prince. He has long dreads and his clothes seem to be really long. I feel like she is really like in love with this dude and she is really wrapped up in everything that is Lil Prince. You see what I'm talking about? Like long, like they're just long and tall. I just feel like she is just like transforming. I love this for Cynthia because we've never seen her like this with Peter or Mike. You know what I mean? She is all in. And her back. Let's keep going. Let me say this about Angela. You're going to have a conversation with your husband. I don't care how hard he is, how nonchalant he is, but you're on national television. And he gonna have to come out of his acting bag. And you're gonna have to act like this is a relationship you want to be in. You're gonna have to act like you love me, you care about me, and you worry about me, and you want to talk to me no matter where I go. Angela, you're gonna have to get him in check. Because from what we're looking at, and you sitting here talking about, oh, we're learning each other and we're so in love. Man, when you hung up the first time, it should have been ringing. Baby, I'm sorry I missed your call. I was just trying to get to the phone. Whatever. Because this is ridiculous. Charles out here making you look real crazy. Child, Phaedra is smitten with Kelly. She has called her a garden gnome to her face. It is solidified. Then Kelly comes out here with this little crochet piece on. And her boobs need help. So Phaedra said, I got some covers that I can give you. Like, her boobs are kind of big for her height, but Kelly wears them well, and I'm with Phaedra. If it's a tough wind, baby, you get a hurricane going, you might topple over. Child, y'all, I don't care what y'all say about Phaedra. Phaedra, what? Child, when Drew walked in, Phaedra says giving pebbles from the Flintstones. I could not agree with Phaedra anymore. Kelly is so loud, right? What she say, a garden gnome and Tinkerbell mix. That's Kelly. And then Kelly wants to get in confessional and say, yes, we're going to go over. And then she got loud again. Like, she is just loud. Child, social media sat here and got on Brit because they was talking about, did the crystal work? Because Kelly had a crystal and she said no one could talk unless they had the crystal. So she said, you got the crystal and you want to sit here and talk about Phaedra and a man she's not even married to. Brit, like, you can't tell me what to talk about. Right? Like, automatic, just defensive. But I agree, you can't tell me what to talk about, but I don't think Shamea was coming at her like that. Y'all may disagree with me, but let me know what you think. And so Shamea said, what I really wanted to know about is what was going on with Drew and Black, right? Drew is like, look, nothing's going on with me and Black. He's my friend that I date, but he's my friend, right? What I need to really know about is what's going on with Brit and Shamea's energy. That's what we need to talk about because that came out of nowhere. Now, I want to know, whose car would you want to be in? I want to be in this one. You know why? Because these are all housewives. These are like OG housewives. Portia, Cynthia, and Phaedra. And Shamea may as well have been an OG housewife because she was on every season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And baby, this is my group. This is the group that I would be with because all I want to do is just take pictures, be under the waterfall, twerk, and have a good time. I don't want to be sitting over there talking about nothing serious, pauses, why this person acting like this man go with this woman. I don't care about none of that. Let's get to the waterfall. This group, oh my God. Kelly pulls up a black napkin. She's saying, what's up with this? Meaning, what's up with Drew and Black? Drew is not going to tell you anything, right? Drew gives nothing. She's not going to tell you anything. And she's already told you that's my friend who I've gone on dates with, but that's my friend. She's already told you that, right? Britt around here talking about she can't eat nothing because the pork and the, I don't know, chicken juice and got on whatever it is they supposed to be eating. So her plate is empty. She been on shots. Now she gonna be sick again probably, right? This is not the group. But they did have some eye candy. I'm from Grenada, Mississippi. But I want to go to Grenada. Okay? I want to go. I'm like Angela. I can look. Angela, you going to have a conversation with Charles. Right? He talking about go and eat your food. On the anniversary. I'm not ready to say what I said about that. But then she was like, you got to leave me with something. Leave me with something. He said, don't get into no scuffle with no one. All right, bye. You can't do that on TV. Right? Even Mark Daly, as horrible as he was to Kenya, he had like 2 moments where he seemed like he really wanted to be there. Charles don't have a second where he seems like that. Now, I don't know what to say about this scene. I need your help. Because I feel like Shamea was wrong in this scene. I mean, Britt is always on go, right? She's ready for whatever. She's ready to be combative. But was it that serious for Shamea to just make that announcement about if nobody wants to take shots, I'm not going to make anybody take shots? Britt knowingly got sick the night before and threw up on the side of the road. And she's like, shots are for college girls. Shots are for college girls. We're wives. Some of us. You know what I'm saying? And now Britt feel a certain kind of way because Shamea is now looking at her as she's pouring the shot and saying, everybody doesn't have to take shots left. I feel like Shamea, she did something here. And she didn't have to do it. It was a lot. Like I said, the ladies were absolutely beautiful. I hate that Britt had a tussle with Portia and Shamea. You know, Angela's just going to have to work on her husband a little bit. I really, really hate that Shiloh is sick and Shamea can't really enjoy herself like she would like to. But this wasn't a bad episode. I don't know what the ratings would be, but it wasn't bad. But I would like to know what you think. And this is Sunday, right? You're getting this today. So we may go live later today. But let me know what you think about it in the comments. It's your girl Millie Chan. I'll talk to you later. Bye.